Imagine for a moment that you possess the power to remain untouched by chaos, impervious to the stress of daily disruptions, and calmly centered no matter what life throws your way. This isn't just a dream. It's a state of being that Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, cultivated through a philosophy known today as Stoicism. At the heart of his teachings lies a remarkably liberating concept: the power of indifference. Understanding Stoic indifference. To grasp the essence of Stoic indifference, we must first address a fundamental misunderstanding of the term. In modern usage, indifference often implies apathy or a lack of care. However, for Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers, indifference meant something profoundly different and empowering, a deliberate choice to focus on what truly matters while letting go of what lies beyond our control. At the heart of Stoicism is the concept of the dichotomy of control. This principle divides all aspects of life into two categories: what we can influence and what we cannot. According to Marcus Aurelius, true strength comes from recognizing this distinction and acting accordingly. "You have power over your mind, not outside events," he wrote. "Realize this, and you will find strength." Consider the world around us today. Every day, we are bombarded by news, social media, and the demands of modern life. It's easy to become overwhelmed by situations that feel urgent, but are ultimately outside our sphere of influence. Stoic indifference invites us to step back and ask a critical question: does this truly deserve my energy? By doing so, we can redirect our focus toward what we can control: our thoughts, actions, and decisions. This selective engagement doesn't mean withdrawing from life or ignoring our responsibilities. On the contrary, it empowers us to live more fully. By letting go of unnecessary distractions, we free up mental and emotional resources to dedicate to meaningful pursuits. Marcus Aurelius exemplified this approach during his reign as emperor, a time marked by wars, plagues, and political intrigue. Despite these challenges, he remained steadfast in his commitment to virtue, duty, and personal growth. A practical example of Stoic indifference in action is how we deal with criticism. Imagine receiving negative feedback at work. A reactive mindset might dwell on the unfairness of the critique or the intentions of the person delivering it. A Stoic, however, would focus on what can be learned from the situation. They would ask themselves, is this feedback valid? Can it help me improve? By filtering out the emotional noise and addressing the actionable aspects, they transform criticism into a tool for growth. In personal relationships, Stoic indifference can help us navigate conflicts with greater wisdom and grace. When faced with a friend's thoughtless comment or a partner's oversight, we can choose to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but rather prioritizing the health of the relationship over minor irritations. By embracing Stoic indifference, we take the first step toward a life of greater clarity and purpose. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimation of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Let this serve as a guiding principle as we move forward in exploring this timeless philosophy. Applying Stoic indifference to modern decision-making. In today's world, decision-making is often fraught with complexity and pressure. From career choices to personal relationships, we are constantly faced with situations that demand our attention, analysis, and action. Applying the principles of Stoic indifference can transform how we approach these decisions, ensuring that we act with clarity, wisdom, and purpose. One of the key lessons from Stoicism is to separate what is within our control from what is not. This simple yet profound idea serves as a guiding framework for making decisions. When confronted with a choice, pause and ask yourself, what aspects of this situation can I influence? By identifying the elements that lie within your sphere of control, you can focus your energy on making the most impactful and virtuous decision. For example, consider a common dilemma in the workplace, whether to pursue a promotion or remain in your current role. A reactive mindset might dwell on external factors such as office politics or the opinions of colleagues. A Stoic, however, would focus on internal factors, their own capabilities, goals, and values. By aligning the decision with what truly matters to them, they can act with confidence and integrity, regardless of the outcome. Another critical aspect of decision-making is learning to embrace uncertainty. No matter how carefully we plan, the future is inherently unpredictable. Stoic indifference teaches us to accept this reality and to make decisions based on rational judgment rather than fear of the unknown. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not be troubled by things beyond your control. What will be, will be." This mindset frees us from the paralysis of overthinking and empowers us to act decisively. Stoic indifference also encourages us to prioritize long-term values over short-term gratification. In our fast-paced world, it's tempting to make decisions that offer immediate rewards, but may not align with our deeper goals. By practicing indifference to fleeting pleasures and focusing on what truly enriches our lives, we can make choices that lead to lasting fulfillment. For instance, choosing to invest time in personal development rather than mindlessly scrolling through social media reflects a commitment to growth over distraction. In personal relationships, decision-making often involves navigating conflicts and setting boundaries. Stoic indifference can help us approach these situations with empathy and clarity. When deciding how to respond to a loved one's behavior, consider what you can control, your own actions and attitudes. Rather than trying to change the other person, focus on maintaining your values and fostering healthy communication. This approach not only preserves your peace of mind, but also strengthens the relationship by promoting mutual respect. Finally, applying Stoic indifference to decision-making requires a commitment to self-reflection. Regularly take time to evaluate your choices and their alignment with your principles. Ask yourself, did I act with virtue? Did I focus on what truly matters? By cultivating this habit, you can refine your decision-making process and continue to grow as a person. In conclusion, Stoic indifference is not about detachment or passivity. It is a deliberate and empowering way to approach life's challenges. By focusing on what we can control, accepting uncertainty, and prioritizing our values, we can make decisions that lead to a more purposeful and fulfilling existence. Let the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius guide you as you navigate the complexities of modern life, and remember, true strength lies not in controlling the world, but in mastering yourself. The role of Stoic indifference in managing emotions. Stoic indifference offers one of the most profound tools for mastering our emotional responses. In a world where emotions can often dominate decision-making and interpersonal interactions, this principle serves as a beacon of clarity and self-control. The aim is not to suppress emotions or pretend they don't exist, but to channel them in ways that align with reason and virtue. The Stoics believed that our emotions stem from our judgments about events rather than the events themselves. For instance, if someone cuts you off in traffic, it's not the act of being cut off that angers you, but your interpretation of it. Perhaps you feel disrespected or inconvenienced. By reframing these judgments, we can shift our emotional reactions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Today I escaped anxiety." Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. This mindset challenges us to examine the root of our emotions. When anger arises, ask, what judgment am I making about this situation? Is it rational? Is it helpful? By pausing and reflecting, we create a space between stimulus and response, allowing us to choose a more thoughtful and constructive reaction. Take the example of disappointment. Imagine you've worked hard for a promotion, only to see it go to a colleague. A reactive approach might involve frustration, resentment, or self-doubt. Stoic indifference, however, encourages you to focus on what is within your control, your effort, attitude, and response. You cannot control the decision-making process or the outcome, but you can control how you move forward. Perhaps the setback offers an opportunity for growth or a chance to reassess your goals. Similarly, in relationships, emotions often run high during conflicts or misunderstandings. Stoic indifference invites us to approach these moments with composure and empathy. Rather than escalating the conflict or retreating into silence, consider what truly matters. Is the issue at hand significant, or is it a temporary frustration? By prioritizing harmony and mutual understanding, we can resolve disagreements in ways that strengthen the relationship rather than weaken it. Another emotion that Stoic indifference helps to manage is fear. Fear often stems from uncertainty or the anticipation of negative outcomes. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or loss, the Stoic approach is to confront these fears with courage and rationality. Marcus Aurelius advises, "Do not let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." By focusing on what is within our power, our preparation, mindset, and actions, we can face fears without becoming paralyzed by them. For example, if you fear public speaking, you can prepare thoroughly, practice, and focus on delivering value to your audience. While the outcome, such as audience reactions, is beyond your control, your effort and intention are not. Stoic indifference also fosters gratitude and contentment, countering emotions like envy or dissatisfaction. When we stop comparing ourselves to others or longing for what we lack, we can appreciate what we have. This shift in perspective transforms our emotional landscape, replacing negativity with a sense of fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you lack. Rather, reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave them if they were not yours." In conclusion, managing emotions through Stoic indifference is not about becoming emotionless. It's about gaining mastery over our inner world, aligning our emotional responses with reason and virtue. By examining our judgments, reframing our perceptions, and focusing on what we can control, we cultivate a state of emotional resilience and balance. As you navigate the emotional highs and lows of life, let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you toward a steadier and more fulfilling existence. Stoic indifference and the pursuit of virtue. Stoic indifference is not merely a tool for managing emotions or making decisions. It is deeply intertwined with the pursuit of virtue, the ultimate goal in Stoic philosophy. For the Stoics, virtue encompasses four cardinal qualities: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By practicing indifference, we create the mental clarity and focus necessary to cultivate these virtues in our daily lives. Wisdom, choosing what truly matters. Wisdom begins with discernment, the ability to separate what is within our control from what is not. This foundational aspect of Stoic philosophy is exemplified in Marcus Aurelius's teachings. He emphasized the importance of focusing on our internal world, the only realm where we have true power. Through indifference, we can distance ourselves from distractions and prioritize decisions that align with our higher purpose. Consider the example of a modern professional faced with a high-stakes business decision. A Stoic approach would involve identifying the aspects of the situation that can be influenced, such as preparation and communication, while remaining indifferent to uncontrollable outcomes like market fluctuations or competitors' actions. This mindset not only fosters clarity, but also strengthens our capacity for reasoned judgment, a cornerstone of wisdom. Courage. Acting despite fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in accordance with our values despite it. Stoic indifference provides the framework for confronting fears by focusing on what we can control. When we let go of external outcomes and concentrate on our effort and intention, fear loses its grip. Imagine an artist preparing for their first public exhibition. Fear of criticism or failure might arise, but Stoic indifference reminds them to focus on the aspects within their control, the quality of their work, their dedication to their craft, and their commitment to sharing their vision. By embracing this mindset, they cultivate the courage to face uncertainty and take meaningful action. Justice, treating others with fairness. Justice, in the Stoic sense, involves recognizing our interconnectedness with others and acting in ways that uphold fairness and integrity. Indifference to external validation or criticism allows us to act justly without being swayed by personal biases or societal pressures. For instance, a leader facing a difficult decision that affects their team can practice Stoic indifference by focusing on what is fair and equitable rather than seeking approval or avoiding conflict. By prioritizing justice over personal gain, they embody the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with others. Temperance, mastering desires and impulses. Temperance is the practice of self-restraint and moderation, qualities that are enhanced through Stoic indifference. By letting go of attachment to fleeting pleasures or material possessions, we can cultivate a deeper sense of contentment and balance. Consider the allure of consumerism in modern society. Stoic indifference empowers us to resist the pull of unnecessary purchases by focusing on what truly adds value to our lives. This restraint not only fosters financial stability, but also reinforces our ability to prioritize long-term fulfillment over short-term gratification. The interplay of indifference and virtue. The practice of Stoic indifference does not stand apart from the pursuit of virtue. Rather, it is the foundation that enables us to embody these qualities. By filtering out distractions and focusing on what truly matters, we can align our actions with the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Moreover, indifference fosters resilience in the face of setbacks. When challenges arise, we can draw on our commitment to virtue as a source of strength. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. By embracing this perspective, we transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-mastery. Applying Stoic virtues in daily life. To integrate Stoic virtues into our lives, we must first cultivate awareness. Begin each day with a moment of reflection. What virtues will guide my actions today? At the end of the day, review your choices and consider how well they aligned with your values. This practice not only reinforces the principles of Stoicism, but also deepens your commitment to personal growth. In conclusion, Stoic indifference is a powerful tool for pursuing a virtuous life. By focusing on what is within our control and letting go of external distractions, we create the mental clarity and resilience needed to embody wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. As you navigate the complexities of modern life, let the teachings of Marcus Aurelius inspire you to live with purpose, integrity, and grace. Stoic indifference and overcoming adversity. Life is full of challenges, both big and small, that test our resilience and patience. Stoic indifference provides a framework for navigating these hardships with grace and composure. By focusing on what lies within our control and letting go of what does not, we can transform adversity into an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Reframing adversity, a Stoic perspective. For the Stoics, adversity is not inherently negative. Instead, it is seen as a natural part of life and an opportunity to practice virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This mindset shifts our perspective from victimhood to empowerment. Imagine facing a professional setback, such as losing a job. A reactive approach might lead to frustration, fear, or self-doubt. However, through Stoic indifference, you can focus on what remains within your control, updating your resume, networking, and honing your skills. By reframing the situation, you see it not as a defeat, but as a chance to pursue new opportunities. Building resilience. Through acceptance. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and acceptance is a key component of this process. Stoic indifference teaches us to accept reality as it is, rather than as we wish it to be. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active acknowledgement of the facts, allowing us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Consider a personal example: the end of a significant relationship. While the loss may be painful, clinging to what cannot be changed only prolongs the suffering. By practicing indifference, you can focus on healing, self-improvement, and building new connections, rather than dwelling on the past. Turning obstacles into opportunities. One of the most empowering aspects of Stoic philosophy is its emphasis on turning obstacles into opportunities. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This perspective encourages us to see challenges as catalysts for growth. For instance, consider an athlete recovering from an injury. While the injury may seem like a setback, it can also be an opportunity to develop mental toughness, refine technique, or explore new aspects of their sport. By focusing on what can be gained rather than what is lost, the athlete transforms adversity into a stepping stone for success. Cultivating inner peace amid external chaos. In times of crisis, it is easy to feel overwhelmed by external chaos. Whether it's a global pandemic, political unrest, or personal turmoil, Stoic indifference offers a path to inner peace. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and attitudes, you create a sanctuary of calm within yourself. Take the example of navigating financial difficulties. Instead of panicking over market fluctuations or economic uncertainty, focus on practical steps you can take: budgeting, seeking additional income sources, or consulting a financial advisor. By staying grounded in what you can influence, you maintain clarity and composure. The role of gratitude in overcoming adversity. Gratitude is a powerful tool for countering negativity and fostering resilience. By appreciating what remains rather than lamenting what is lost, you shift your focus to the positive aspects of your life. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you lack. Rather, reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess." For example, during a health challenge, instead of dwelling on limitations, focus on the support of loved ones, the expertise of medical professionals, or small milestones in recovery. Gratitude not only uplifts your spirit, but also strengthens your resolve to persevere. Practical steps for applying Stoic indifference to adversity. 1. Identify your sphere of control. Clearly distinguish between what you can and cannot influence. Focus your energy on the former. 2. Reframe the situation. Look for lessons and opportunities in the challenge. Ask yourself, how can I grow from this experience? 3. Practice daily reflection. Use journaling or meditation to process your emotions and reinforce your commitment to Stoic principles. 4. Seek support. Embrace the interconnectedness of humanity by reaching out to friends, family, or mentors for guidance and encouragement. 5. Embrace incremental progress. Break down overwhelming challenges into manageable steps, celebrating small victories along the way. Stoic indifference is more than a philosophy. It's a transformative approach to life. By embracing what lies within your control and letting go of what does not, you can cultivate resilience, clarity, and inner peace. This timeless wisdom from Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics empowers us to face life's challenges with strength and grace. As you reflect on the lessons shared in this video, consider how you can apply Stoic principles to your own life. Whether it's through journaling, meditation, or deliberate action, each step brings you closer to living with purpose and virtue. Remember, the journey to a Stoic mindset is a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. If you found value in this content, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, Be Stoic, and join our growing community of individuals committed to living with wisdom and intention. By subscribing, you'll ensure you don't miss future videos that delve deeper into Stoic philosophy and its practical applications. Additionally, if you'd like to support this channel and help us continue creating meaningful content, consider contributing through the available support options. Your generosity allows us to dedicate more resources to producing high-quality videos, expanding our reach, and sharing the transformative power of Stoicism with the world. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Together, we can foster a community dedicated to embracing the principles of Stoic indifference and living with resilience, courage, and purpose. Let's continue to learn, grow, and thrive as we navigate life's complexities with wisdom and serenity.